What's that about?
I write Arturo, my best friend in the world, my brother
Okay.
from another mother.
Yeah.
You're gonna meet him. He's gonna come on the show soon. He's great.
Happy days.
It, he flew out as soon as I talked to him. I talked to him on Wednesday, that week, and he immediately got on a plane. He arrived Friday, the Friday after I called the first week. My brother, same thing. I mean, I called my entire family, everybody I knew, all my really close friends and family. My brother, half brother from Florida, Paul, and my really great friend from Vegas, Arturo, flew out immediately. They both got there on that Friday. They spent 10 days with me searching for Emily, knowing that the police thought, I let them in on what the police thought, and they stayed out there in the middle of, like, right when COVID, I don't know if it was right when COVID, but nothing was open. They both are, at the time, they were not working. So it was a weird time. They came out on their own dime, and they away from their families, and they spent 10 days helping me search, man. I mean, I get teary-eyed, man. But those two guys did for me was literally the nicest thing anybody could ever do for somebody. Who showed up when my wife goes missing and I need help? The police just fucking told me that I was guilty of murder. Like not even within 2 days after I call her in. That's what I got from the police. And then my community just like immediately fell apart. The people in Columbus were horrible to me, horrible. And these two brothers of mine came in and spent 10 days with me helping me look. When we were done, I mean, we were exhausted. My brother Paul has a bad back. It was intensive. Like, we went everywhere. We did what we could, physically and mentally. And when they left, I cut them each a check for $5,000. I said, here's for your family, for your troubles. Thanks, guys. I was gonna give them 10 each, but we decided on 5. And they at trial, all they say is, here's a check. Here's a check. They didn't even tell you why. Well, why are you telling us about this check? Because they're just trying to, the prosecution, their case is so weak, they couldn't put dots together. What they did is they just would find things that they thought was weird. Because you know why? Because it says it in the playbook. It's in the manual. Well, what do? You find inconsistencies, you find anomalies, and then you just talk about them or introduce them into evidence. And, well, don't you have to explain why this is relevant? No, you don't. You don't need to. You do if you have a lawyer like I had, like Diane, who was so good. She explained everything. But if you're a numbskull prosecutor and a bunch of cops that don't know what they're doing, they read the book. The book says find inconsistencies. Okay, well, what are these checks? Who cares? Just tell people about the checks. Let them run with it. You know what I mean? That's what those checks were. It didn't have any. I mean, it made it look like, in a way, I guess, that Paul and Art could have been up to something no good, nefarious. Accessory after the fact, right?
Yeah.
Criminals don't accept checks. That's fucking stupid. You're being stupid. It's just dumb. Who's gonna cut? And Paul and Art didn't even know each other besides Facebook. They're gonna just fly out on a Friday and then come and help me move a body. You know, people's minds just went. Yeah, let them think what they want. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I hope I explained that. Paul and Art.
You did. That's, mate. That's.
And I cut him a check because that's what criminals do. They accept checks. You know.
But they're your ride and dies, man. You know, you need that in your life, don't you? So